Hello again, my name is J.C. Basinger. I'm the lead pastor of Hope Community Church. We are a church plant in Queen Creek. And this video is unofficially sponsored by Travis Matthew. I'm wearing another one of their golf shirts. And Travis Matthew, if you are watching, you can put a comment below and we can discuss how you can become an official sponsor and send some shirts my way while we're at it. Well, if you've been on social media at all, you've undoubtedly seen comments, snide remarks, posts that have spiraled into massive fighting. And this has been around since the beginning of time. There has been conflict, argument, and even in the early church there was conflict whether the church should allow a whole other group of people in. One of the early churches was divided over which pastor, which leader they were going to follow. Conflict is a part of life. But it doesn't have to define how we as Christians relate to our fellow brothers and sisters in Christ or our neighbors. James 1:19 gives us some helpful reminders of how we are to carry ourselves in the midst of discussions and debate. It says, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger." Notice that contrast. Quick to hear, slow to speak. How many of us reverse those things? Where we are quick to speak and slow to hear. We want to get our answer quickly. We want to speak over the other person so they can't respond. How often are we slow to hear and quick to speak? Another contrast is we are hearing, we're receiving, and then we're speaking out. We're supposed to be slow in the out and quick in the intake. What James is getting at is this is a way for us to love people well, to hear them out, to give them the human value and the dignity that everyone deserves. Quick to hear, slow to speak. One person says it this way: oftentimes we listen to respond, that's quick to hear, quick to speak, versus listening to hear. When we listen to hear, what we're really doing is we're giving the person that we're talking to the space to express themselves and really we come at a place where we want to know where they're coming from, why they think the way they do, or why they feel the way they do. Alan Jacobs, who wrote the book How to Think, recommends that we interact with others that think differently than ourselves. In other words, to get out of our own echo chambers and to rub elbows and to interact with people that have different views. Not to debate them, but to understand the fuller picture of a topic. He also recommends to take 5 minutes after you hear something that you disagree with, give it 5 minutes to process it. Oftentimes we respond emotionally because what we hear that opposes our own viewpoint upsets us, it angers us, so we want to respond right away. What he recommends, and I think it's helpful, is to give the emotional part of your brain to catch up with the logical part of your brain so that you can respond not just out of anger or frustration, but respond out of hearing somebody and caring for them enough to engage with them. Now, that doesn't mean you have to agree with what everybody says, that you can't have a civil discussion. What it does mean is we can't be chomping at the bit to get our answer to somebody's question or to respond to somebody's point. We have to intake, step back, receive and hear what that person is saying. At Hope Community Church, I hope that's the type of people we become, that we listen to other people, people that disagree with us, that we give them the space to hear them out, to show them that we love them, that they have innate value and dignity. And as a result of that, we respond by being quick to hear. Now at Hope Community Church, we also use a grid that's called the B.L.E.S.S rhythms. I wish I was smart enough to come up with that on my own, but I'm not. So I'm going to post a link in the comments below. And when you have time, take a look at it. I think it's very helpful to give you that a grid, a rubric to work through. And in the B.L.E.S.S rhythms, the first B, it's an acronym. B is for bless. L is for listen. Because part of loving your neighbor well is listening to them. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.